The Women's March on Washington is set for this Saturday, 24 hours after the new president is sworn in. Solidarity marches will take place around the country and the world. The march was conceived the day Trump was elected, and it'll be the largest mobilization against his presidency yet. But with collective action comes conflict, and the organizers have had to navigate competing agendas and goals even as they try to get hundreds of thousands of protesters to D.C. Caroline Modaresi Teherani visited them at their makeshift headquarters in New York.
It was the very beginning, so we were finalizing what our actual relationship would be.
The organizers of the Women's March on Washington didn't vote for Donald Trump, but it's undeniable that Trump's win brought them together.
There are people who are coming with the intention is that they hate this president and they want to stand up to him and they're frustrated, they're devastated, and they're angry and outraged. And that's fine. They have every right to do that.
Bob Bland, Linda Sarsour, Carmen Perez, and Tamika Mallory say Saturday isn't an anti-Trump protest per se. It's just in favor of everything he seems to be against.
Gun safety, criminal justice reform, Muslim Americans, like this is serious.
It's also about reproductive rights. Just this week, Bob and the organizers came under fire for listing new wave feminists as an official partner. The thing is, the group is anti-abortion. Many marchgoers were furious, and the organizers scrambled to remove the group as a partner and defuse the situation. This episode was a reminder that this march isn't about coalition building across the political aisle. It is about cementing a lasting progressive movement.
I don't care about Trump supporters. Those are not the people I'm trying to convince. I'm not trying to convince Donald Trump. We are the opposition. We are in perpetual outrage for the next 4 years.
And they say armchair activism isn't going to cut it anymore.
That is actually how we got into this predicament in the first place, is that people have been comfortable enough that they felt like just sitting in front of their computer and composing a tweet or going on a Facebook tirade was sufficient.
That is exactly what Gloria Steinham wants to hear. She is an honorary co-chair for the march, though this was the first time she had met the organizers.
If we had any worry, us golden oldies, it was that it was going to be technological rather than in present,
Steinham, who hosts the show Woman on Viceland, is a guidepost for the organizers. She was leading social justice marches way before hashtag activism was even a thing.
You've made a historic march to Washington, and in this administration, marching here is the only honorable way of getting here.
She says there's something transformative about women of different backgrounds, races, and ethnicities walking side by side.
How difficult will it be to keep the momentum going?
Why are you asking a negative question? Because what's going to happen is that the people in the march, women and men, are going to meet each other. My life is still changed by people I met in the Martin Luther King March.
We reject the president-elect.
The irony is not lost on Steinham that Trump might be the rallying cry the progressive movement needs.
He has empowered people who were saying post-feminism, post-racism, are no longer saying that anymore. They are activated, they are full of energy. I suspect that Trump will radicalize a lot more women than I ever could.
It's a long game to unify the left, fire up the millions who didn't vote this past election, and elevate more women to positions of political power.
I'm trying to wake the silent majority. I want to know if I can use this march as an opportunity to inspire you. The next day after the march, we are working with a partner organization to train 500 women to run for office across this country. So we have an opportunity to Tea Party them like they Tea Partied us in 2010. So we are strategic, sophisticated, we understand politics, we understand culture shift, and we understand that we got to do this together.